last weekend it was really nice outside, but I didn't feel like going to the gym. And I had made a prior commitment to take the kids to the park. You know how it is where they ask you, hey, can we go to the park today? And you're like, no, next weekend. We'll go next weekend. Don't worry. And you think they'll forget about it. Well, they never forget. They always remember. And they held me to my promise, so I took them. Now, I am the type of parent who cannot sit while the kids do something. I hate to take the kids somewhere and sit there. Like, I hate taking them to, the type of bouncy house playground things, or out in the front yard or out in the backyard and just sit there. And I see so many parents in my neighborhood just sitting there in the front while their kids play. Sometimes they're on the phone or they're talking to someone else, or even at the park, they'll talk to other parents, but they're sitting there the whole time. And I'll go deeper into this. So what did I do? I grabbed my jump rope and my headphones and brought, my music with me and everything, and got in my workout gear. And I had recently bought the two little ones their own jump ropes. I'm trying to teach them how to jump rope. The 6-year-old is into it. The 4-year-old doesn't even care. She just thinks it's cute that she has a jump rope and ties it to stuff and tries to pull things with it. So, hey, everyone has their own use for everything. But so we went to the park. There's a park that's quite a walk away from my house, but it's safer than this other park that is closer. Or actually, I have two parks that are closer than this one, but they're not very safe. People do tend to get shot there. Not on the regular, but enough for me to say I'm not bringing my kids there. And this park is big, and it's right in the middle of a nice condominium section. So I love taking the kids there anyway. And the kids there, not mine, but other children there, as well as their parents, are civilized. And that is very important when dealing with people, especially when you have your kids with you. I am someone who hates conflict, but will definitely say something if it's bothering me. If I see it and it bothers me, I have to say something or it kills me inside. Every little moment it happens. Anyway, back to the story. So I take the kids to the park. As soon as we get there, I tried to start them jump roping. They gave that up within about 3 skips. So they went to go play, with various playground equipment that's there. So I pulled out my jump rope, put on my headphones, watched them, told them to stay close, I keep a good eye on them, and started jump roping. I did some burpees, some push-ups, some pull-ups on the monkey bars, just all kinds of different things. And it was really fun. I did like a total workout. I didn't sit down the entire time I was there. So after the kids got tired of playing in that section, they wanted to go to the swings, which are on the other side of the park. So I grabbed all of our stuff and we went to the other side of the park, and I was pushing them in the swings. I even got in the swing, and I have not been on a swing set in 20 years, if not more, maybe a little less. And it was so much fun. I was swinging so high, and at one point I had the youngest one on my lap and was swinging really high with her. And when I wasn't swinging, I was pushing them, or I was off to the side doing burpees again and push-ups and planks and, jumping rope and all that. And it was really fun. So we went back to the other side of the park because you know how kids are, their attention only lasts for about 5 minutes. So we went back to the other side of the park, and there was a dad there who was a little heavier, but he was sitting while he was trying to teach his daughter punches for boxing. Just some, simple basic punches. And it was very good to see. So in between one of my sets of something I was doing exercise-wise, the guy had said, "Oh, I see you doing those things over there. Do you do insanity?" What he was describing was the burpees, but he didn't know what they were called. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I've done that before, way back. I didn't really like it, but I still have the DVDs along with every other DVD that you could think of." At one point, all I was doing was home workouts, and I literally have a collection of workout DVDs. But I didn't really like Insanity. I didn't like that it was so intense for so long. I actually hurt my wrist and my elbow doing that. I mean, I was new at exercise, so I can't really say that I wouldn't do... I know I wouldn't do that badly now, going back, but I don't even want to. Like, why would I want to do that for an hour? So I told him, yeah, no, I do the burpees and I do boxing. And I was like, oh, I saw you were teaching your daughter to throw the punches. And I really think that's great, especially for girls. You know, girls have got to learn how to box or, you know, do some sort of fighting, self-defense, or even just physical fitness. But I told him it's really great and you should definitely do that. It's a good thing. That moment, you know, we both were talking about exercise and our children exercising and everything, and it was good to speak about. Not long after that, he had got up and was helping kids cross the monkey bars, like carrying them across and doing some things with his daughter. And I'm not sure if I was a motivation for him to get up and do that or not, but I like to think I was. And even if I wasn't, at least he got up and did something with the kids. I see nothing but parents at the park. They go there and they sit on the bench the whole time while their kids are playing. Again, either on the phone, talking to someone else, or just sitting there enjoying the weather or the peace or whatever. And I'm like, get up and do something. You know, this is time out of your day. This is time you could be home, you could be watching TV, you could be out, you could be shopping, you could be whatever you like to do, as opposed to sitting in one spot and looking at stuff. You know, this is time out of your day, whether you work out or not. Use this as a time to work out. You see other people there doing things, do something. And a lot of people, I feel, are too shy to do this because, hey, I am the only person in these parks that's jump roping, doing burpees, push-ups. I'm the only person there doing it. And I probably look like a Looney Tune because I notice a lot of people are staring at me like I'm a freak for doing this. And you take your kids to the park, don't just sit there the whole time. Utilize that time. Even if you sit in that same spot the whole time, maybe bring your laptop. If you're doing, say for example, you have a blog, or say you're in school, you could type a paper or whatever. If you're studying for something, you could be looking it up online. You know, bring you a notebook and a pencil or pen. You could be drawing or do something with that time. Do not sit there and waste it. And also, it's motivating and inspiring to your children when they see you up with them playing at the park or playing out in the front yard or the backyard. Every time I take my kids out in the backyard, I'm doing a workout while I'm back there with them, or I'm playing with them. If we go to the playgrounds, the bouncy houses and stuff, I have to get in there with them. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm wearing my stretch pants and I'm getting in there with them, because I'm not going to be that parent that sits at the sidelines and watches their kid play. No, I would rather be in there with them. And also I'd rather be there motivating them. While I'm at the park doing these workouts, often children will come up and be interested as well. And I will be like, okay, let's do this. Let's do a little push-up. Or you want to jump rope? Let's jump rope. And, you know, no one's ever come to me and said, hey, leave my kid alone. No, they sit there on the bench and watch, you know, their children play and an adult play as well. So my whole point to this was, if you get up and move with your kids, it will really, really inspire them. They look at you a whole nother way than if they see you just sitting around. And this is not only for the park or the bouncy houses or the backyard and front yard. No, this is for inside the house. You know, they see you up moving around, staying busy. You know, me, I am always doing something. It really drives me nuts, but I'm always, you know, podcasting, working on my website, cleaning the house, cooking, doing something, going to the gym and coming back. I'm always moving around, or I'm always doing something. And I like to think it motivates the kids to also have an active lifestyle. I love a lifestyle with physical fitness, and I think everyone should have that in their lives. brings everything else to a whole nother level. Even if it's not physical fitness, whatever you're into, do as much of it as you can. And definitely let the kids see, because they really absorb that stuff and carry it with them. And they love that stuff. And they will become a better person because that's what they know. That's what they've seen throughout their life is, active parenting. So that was just my take on it. I was at the park and I see this all the time, and it was definitely something I felt like I had to bring up and talk about, because there was so many parents there that just needed to be told, come on, let's get up and do something. Let's show these kids, let's show them, we're not these old parents just sitting around. So if I'm ever at the park and you see me there working out, you'll probably recognize me because I'm the only one there at the park working out, in a kid's park anyway, or the playground. Come on over. Let's work out together. So until next time, this is Christy Kelly, the Lifestyle Fanatic.